According to a survey CNBC conducted in 2019, more than a third of all employees have thought about quitting their jobs in the last 3 months because they say they're underpaid, undervalued, and lacked opportunities for professional growth and promotion. Whether you want to leave your current gig or find a job you love, here are some tips on how to hack the interview and get hired from career coach Anyelis Cordero. Before the interview, do your research on the company.
So the first thing to make sure that you're getting hired is to do your research. And I know everyone says that, and that sounds really simplistic. But what I mean by doing research isn't just to look at the companies and facts and the figures, products, customers, and all of that. Yes, that is baseline important, but to do some really thorough research on the company's culture. So using tools like LinkedIn and leveraging your connections to see what it's like to really work in that organization and make sure that your values align with that organization's values.
Prepare for your interview with concrete examples of the work you've done.
Most interviews are behavioral based. You know that they're gonna start by asking you to tell them a little bit about yourself. And so you wanna make sure that your value proposition, how you talk about yourself, is very succinct and impactful. When you're doing that research related to what questions are they going to ask me, you wanna connect the dots for them. Every question is trying to measure your skills, your fit in the company and the organization, the team, your fit for the role, and then your potential. You want to connect them to the fact that you have the skills and the potential to do the job that they're hiring for, and you do that by having really great stories. You want to show examples of work that you've done that show those skills, that show that potential.
If you're feeling nervous, try doing a power pose to minimize your nerves.
I think when people choke up in interviews or it's not conversational, it's related to being nervous. You're so nervous and worried about making a great impression and saying the right things that you forget that they're just people that want to have a conversation and want to get to know you. Obviously, they want to know your strengths and your skills and what you can bring to the table, but they're also seeing if you're a personality fit. So they want to get to know you. You have to get really comfortable. You do some breathing exercise. I love to power pose before any sort of interaction with a stranger or in front of a crowd or interviews. So you do whatever works for you in order to minimize your nerves so that you come across as comfortable. You're just stepping in there and having a conversation and also framing it that way. So instead of, I'm so nervous for this interview, oh my God, it's, I'm so excited for this interview. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna show them what I got and they're gonna wanna hire me on the spot. You have to have like that mentality that you can do it.
Ace the interview by making it conversational and knowing your story.
A big part of making it conversational is by getting comfortable, making sure that you're minimizing your nerves, that you're minimizing all of the things that stress you out, that you're paying attention to your body language and how that's coming across. Are you fidgeting? Are you talking with your hands because you're talking really fast and getting to the point? So you just have to take a step back and relax. You do all of the preparation in advance and you know your story. That's the big part of it. Knowing your story and knowing what examples you want to use and being really clear on how you can effectively talk about your impact. And anytime during the interview where you feel like the nerves are getting the best of you and it doesn't feel comfortable, just taking a pause and making sure that you're breathing and that you're thinking and not reacting from the place of just being emotionally charged. And that's how you hack the interview and get hired.